Grubbs. I'm a minister, director of Christian Community Action in New Haven, and I've been here for 23 years and counting. We have 17 apartments of emergency housing in total. And about 12 or so years ago, we started a transitional housing program called Stepping Stone. And we would certainly like to work ourselves out of operation, but as the scripture says, that the poor you will always have with you. And it doesn't mean that you discount them, it means you provide a system whereby those who are poor can be provided with an opportunity for permanent housing, for greater family stability, and for a better station and quality of life. In my mind, you can't deal with the problem unless you deal with the person with the problem. An individual needed some shoes to be able to get an interview, and the staff member asked me for a gift card that I had lying around, and for $20. So I gave her the gift card. She brought me back the receipt. It was $21. I asked her if she wanted the dollar back. She said absolutely not, because the shoes were enough to get her a job. And then the excitement that she had around that was multiplied, because what she was able, the case manager was able to do beyond that was to get her ready for childcare so that she could get the job. And then the door was opened where it had been previously closed around getting utility assistance so that she could make ready for getting into an apartment. And so there was a kind of a domino effect. So much more happened for her in a positive way, and she is ready to move out and ready to look forward in her life, just because there was a small gift that was given to her for the purpose of preparing her for a job interview. Other situation that the staff member told me about was the excitement of someone who didn't have her high school diploma, who brought out the certificate that she received, and she was smiling from ear to ear because a goal that she had set for herself she had actually achieved. So they're not big successes, but they're big for the individuals. And I've seen lots of individuals who just have amazing, amazing gifts, that if they just had the opportunity, that they could really make those gifts really manifest, and they could bless people. New Haven is a city that has a great deal of poverty, and the only way that that's going to be eradicated is through policies around employment and jobs and businesses coming into this town and creating an environment where that can happen. The one thing that of course New Haven has the distinction of is having Yale University take up a lot of the city's footprint, and Yale has become increasingly sort of positive partners and participants in New Haven's economic well-being. I think there's a good cultural life in this town, but if those things are not made available to individuals who are not as economically well off, then you don't make the city as, I think, as rich as it could be. We're in an economic downturn, and it is a much more challenging environment within which to live, to raise a family, to be able to make a decent living, but that it's still possible, and that you can still succeed with hard work. We as human beings can be anything that we wish to be. I still believe that even in these times. You turn the desire for economic development, or sort of having money in your pocket, to developing a career, a life's work, because that really at the end of the day is I think is something that is priceless.